With new upcoming changes to Adobe Photoshop, it should be on your radar. Before, Adobe did implement AI engine, it's called Firefly, and recently updated to Firefly 3. It's performed okay, but it is start falling behind, and I'm glad to see that Adobe realized this and now they implemented inside the Photoshop, Nano Banana, and Flux. So those is two great engines from third parties. You can use it natively inside the Photoshop without installing any plugins. Currently, it's available as a beta for tests, and you can access by going to Creative Cloud Desktop, and from here go to the beta and install if you don't have it Adobe Photoshop, and from this you can run your Photoshop and access all of these features. Don't need to install anything special, they already will be there. To access them, you just need to have an image, go inside your image and make selections. For example, we'll go right here, and for use, I will recommend select a little bit bigger because they will outside, like right here, we can select face. Don't need precise mask or anything. From here, we'll go create generative, and let's say handlebar mustache. So we're creating there. Next, if we're going scroll just a bit to the right, you see with the G letter. If we click on this, you'll notice it's have additional models. First, Firefly Image 3, which is a newest model from Adobe. Next, Image 2. By the way, those models, they are have their own engines, so they work a little bit different. And down below we have it also partner models, which is have it Flux Context Pro, which is using like control net, looking on a pose of the person, and it's worked very well with this, and Gemini 2.5 Nano Banana, which is, I think, one of the strongest right now AI render engine. So we'll click on Nano Banana select and click generate. So this is still processing, take your image and selection, send to the server, process and send back to us. And most likely in the future it will take additional credits. So right here you can see it did created its ad for us, the mustache to our person. We can also create a little bit more natural looking. Right now you can see over fingers, and this is a type of how Gemini working. You need to have it more specific, more human description. For example, when I create handlebar mustache, you can just say put it them behind the fingers, and it will do this because it's recognized it's using a large language model, which is can accept a lot of talkings, a lot of words, and it's actually work very well. Well, we'll put it to the test and you can see. So as example, if you want to create another ones, you can also go ahead and select new ones. Okay, we can go ahead to generate fill, and just as example, we're going to utilize Flux Context handlebar. So go ahead with the same spelling, same everything, and I'll just create another one. And you can see with the context Flux, which does not utilize the large language model, it obviously does not understand, and just put it handlebar. It did create it, however, we can see less stick. So it's meaning all models, they're not perfect, it's still in beta, but they work. And let's go put it a little bit more to the test right now and see how they perform. Let's start with one where I think Adobe Firefly still the best and shining in this case. It is expanded and it's working with a context for our image. Right here we have an image. I expand a little bit. Just as example, you can see white bar where we have it, our image increase. And first, let's go look on the connection with Firefly. So right here you can see first it's a Firefly, and by the way, when I created, I did not put it any prompt. I just selected and expand, and Photoshop analyze all image and expand it. It's worked great. I mean, right now compared to other engine, I think Photoshop does a very good job for the expanding image and understand context of all image without putting any text. Next, we're going to utilize using with a context, Flux Context, and it does require some text, and I put it there. You can see it says painting like oil bottle. So you need to describe a little bit of this. I did put description and it just put it image. It did utilize this color, it utilized the right palette, but it does not even match. And worse become when we start using Nano Banana right here, because it is just create another painting without reading any context at all of the image. So this portion, I think it's definitely Adobe Firefly shine the best, because it looks so natural to put this in. Very nice, beautiful integration with this. Well, the story a little bit changed when we changed the goal for our image. Right here you can see photo. I shot in photo studio. It's me and my wife. We had fun with a Rococo kind of design and a background. I put it the curtains. They look okay, but it does not bring kind of interesting element to this. So what I done here, went and I select whole image. For this we want to select all image just like this. And when we have a generative field, we'll select different Kontext Pro, Gemini, and Firefly 3. So we'll put those to the test. Firefly 3, obviously, that is what come up when I says replace background with a Rococo type of the drapes and background. This is what I asked to do. And you can see definitely right here, it's a replace it, but it's not what I was asking. It just like a page. By the way, just one addition, I say, when you create with other engines, you don't have a selection on 3. So right here, you can see I have it 3 different variations when you use the Adobe Firefly. With those, by default, you just get only 1. So this is what's creating with this. Next, let's go look on a Flux, and Flux definitely perform much better. If you can see, it's leave it as just isolating and put it nice background on the end. However, some like right here flowers, you can see they little bit not very well. They like look cut off and don't blend very well, but it's still much better than Firefly. And one was using exactly same selection with Nano Banana. So here's our result, and this is wow. This is truly jaw-dropping result. Look on this. It did skew a little bit, expand kind of, but you can see it is created perfectly. It's a match colors. It's perform. Look on the flowers, how they blended very well here. It's look very professional. It's actually look like it was there. I mean, this is truly stunning result with Nano Banana. It's how we can do it. So as a photographer, if you create and you want to replace it, just keep this in mind. This is powerful tool that will not necessarily replace your camera, but it give you this ability to touch and add more to your scene. The one thing about Firefly, notice it how handle some copyright materials or understanding reference to some images. Keep it in mind, if you can even generate copyright materials, it is considered as fan art or whatever. It's not for commercial use. You cannot take it, resell, or sell. You can use it, however, for your personal purposes, study or education. And some of this possibly can be changed in a full release. So example right here, we have an empty page. And what I'm done, I went and I says, let's create despicable minions from Despicable Me. Here's first with a context Flux, and it's kind of created its minion from Despicable Me. It's created person and other things. If we're going and create exactly same things by utilizing Firefly, we get nothing because it's come with error and says, hey, you try to create something that going with violation our policies. We won't create this. So there. And when you do this with Nano Banana, this is what we're getting. Precisely what you ask. You ask for the minion from Despicable Me, and Nano Banana will create minion with banana for you. Another very powerful feature of the Nano Banana example, it is a take object, actually same like Flux Context, and change position. For example, many times when I create model, I say show me this model from the back, and it will generate for me. So in this case, I can go ahead and isolate the chair right there, create one isolation chair, and I can ask to generate this chair from different angle. So this is what happened when I ask to generate from Adobe Photoshop. It just generates chair from different position, no reference to this. If we do same with a Flux Context, you can see it generated, it just rotate shader like flip sideways. I know for a fact that Flux Context can do much better than this, and it's possibly I just need to describe and tell a little bit more what I want to do. However, if we change with the Nano Banana, you can see it's did rotate, and it's showing me total different angle that is not actually an original image. So it's take this chair and actually showing this from different angle, totally recreated with same apostrophe, same colors and shape and design. This is actually one of the most powerful feature that I like in Nano Banana when I create it, because I can take object, I can rotate furniture. It's not just locked to one specifically angle. Well, specifically with Nano Banana, another option that I like a lot, it is language expression and ask to replace some object. Like if I have it, this lady right here we shot in a studio, and I want to change her dress from green to white. To change to other darker color will be easy, but change to the white, it's much harder to do this. In a before all this AI tools, usually I take my tool and very carefully masking around the dress, then I going to remove luminosity, convert to remove colors, and then luminosity pop up to the white and kind of work with the shadows. It takes quite a bit time. Adobe Photoshop, they cannot handle this very well with a Firefly. However, when you use a Nano Banana, all what you need to do just go around here, mask, and it says I want white dress, and there you go. Now it's replaced with linen white dress. The one thing I did notice on the sensor, what is Nano Banana like to do, it's like cover some body parts, and I don't know, they probably have some filters there, but many times when I try it, if I have it like open leg or a little bit more open, a little bit lower belly, other things, it will always cover. It's kind of like almost, 1960s 1950s sensor thing right here, maybe not 1960s, but it's kind of funny because yeah, I noticed this kind of side effect, but it did good job. If you look on all this dress, how it's replaced, it's a beautiful, it's done. And I only asked to replace with a white linen, so it's maybe going with this. However, in some other tests, when I just ask to replace color, it's a purely just replace color. So if you ask for specific material change, it's probably will apply more modifications, but I done before with like change to yellow color, short to green, red, and it does perfectly without changing anything else except for the color. And as a photographer, I want to share with you another options you can do with your photos. For example, right here we shot in a studio and kind of cyberpunkish, was nice. You can see the net on a background, and this is net. It was funny. I created a huge Velcro mesh, and those lights, the same with Velcro, and we can just stick them in different configurations and create a very interesting scene on a background. So we shot with this. Afterwards, it's look okay, something technical, but you can see the mesh on the background. So what you can do is highlight all image and tell Nano Banana to remove this mesh, and it's performed very well. It does have it, you can see we lose a little bit in the quality, and it's reduced detalization because big image. And by the way, the Nano Banana does have a limitation 2048 how big it can create it. After this, it will stretch and you will start losing details. And this is image about 3000, so a little bit bigger than default image. As well, another side effect, you can see it does a little bit increase in size, kind of like almost zoom in, slightly rework on the sides. I don't know if it will address in the future, but currently it's not precisely put it in a place where you want it. And you don't need necessarily just remove it. For example, you can say, hey, I want to add glow. So right here, I specify just add glow to my lights, and look, it's add glow instantly. Before, I used to use it plugins for this to add additional glow or other things. This is just with selecting one line, it will create it. Here's another one. When I says add lights, little bit more dramatic kind of lighting effect, add fog, and it's creating, try to add mostly what we look right here, how they're going over. And if you want, you can also just replace background there as easy. So in this case, you don't need it select a model, you don't need to do any special work, just says, hey, replace background with like Cyber City, and there you go, it done. And here is kind of showing of Nano Banana how it was working. Again, keep in mind this is beta test, but it is natively supported, and it is, look on this, it's have it literally jaw-dropping effect. And primarily if you're a photographer and you spend before a lot of time on retouching and fixing, adding some background to your photos, this is huge bonus. It does not replace you, it does not replace your camera, it's just additional tool to deliver your your idea to the client. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe, give it a like, and share video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.